Namaste students. Topic for today's lecture is executive. Executive means the branch of the government which has the right to execute the laws. The executive is that branch of government which exercise authority and holds the responsibilities for the governance of a state. The executive executes and enforces the law. In political system based on the principles of separation of powers, authority is divided among several branches such as executive, legislature and judicial. Legislator is the one who makes the laws, executive is the one who executes or enforces the law, and judiciary is the one who, if there is an offense, decides that the person is guilty or not. This is all an attempt to prevent the concentration of powers in the hands of a single group of people. In such a system, executive does not pass laws or interpret them. Instead, the executive enforces the laws as written by the legislature and interpreted by the judiciary. The executive can be a source of certain types of laws such as decree or executive order. Executive bureaucracies are also the commonly source of the legislation. In parliamentary system, the executive is responsible to the elected legislature. That is, it must maintain the confidence of the legislature or a part of it, that if it is bicameral. The legislature can in circumstances express its lack of confidence in the executive, which causes either a change in the governing party or a group of parties or general elections. Right? Then the executive consists of a leader of an office of multiple offices. Especially the top leadership roles of the executive branch may include the head of the state, that is often the supreme leader, the president or the monarch, or the chief public representative and living symbol of the national unity. Then comes the head of the government, often the prime minister, offering the administration of all affairs of the state. Then comes the defense minister. It oversees the armed forces, determining military policies, and it also manages the external safety. Then is interior minister, who oversees all the police forces and enforces the law and managing internal control. Then comes foreign minister, which oversees the diplomatic services, determining foreign policy and managing foreign relations. Then comes the finance minister, who oversees the treasury, determining fiscal policy and who manages the national budget. Then the last is the justice minister, who oversees criminal prosecution, corrections and enforcement of court orders. Thank you.